How you doing, Manginas? Tanky Talda here, bringing you guys a video about some work stories, starting a new series, and welcome back, guys. Maybe you guys should be welcoming me back, because I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's unfortunate. I've been kind of just working on streaming constantly, so make sure to go follow my Twitch if you haven't done it, selfless plug. But anyways, this is going to be like a little series about, like, stories of mine of working in the past. Just like I did Girlfriend Stories, which is one of my more popular series I've ever done. And I figure work-related stories is something to talk about, because I've worked at an amusement park, and this is going to be in the sixth summer I've worked at this fucking amusement park. And so you see the weirdest goddamn people here, and it's weird as hell. I'm gonna say that. And I've done like 4 different jobs there, so I have plenty of stories. I met a lot of different people, and now I get to talk shit about all my coworkers, and as well as the customers that I serve. Hopefully Adventureland doesn't ever find out about this. They don't know who I am. They probably could figure it out pretty easily, but who cares? They don't even care. They hire anybody, by the way, and I'll explain that in one of the stories, which is pretty awesome as hell. So anyways, also, I'm going to start off with the first year. It was right after I graduated high school. My first year was a singing job there. And before I get started into that, I'm not going to count this, but I used to be a child model. And I guess I kind of got paid, but I mean, I was a child. Like, I got paid $100 for a McDonald's commercial. And I appeared in for 2 seconds, which, by the way, was a lot of, I mean, that was some good cash, considering I only show up in the fucking commercial for 2 seconds, and all I'm doing in it is smiling, and this guy is holding me. So, I mean, I don't really count that as a job, but it was fun. Like, I did runway shit, I posed for magazines, and by the way, like I said, I was like, maybe like 4 to maybe 8, somewhere around that range. So I'm not counting that because I mostly don't remember anything. But, fun fact, Elijah Wood worked there the same time I did. I just never got to meet him. And if you're wondering, like, who the fuck is Elijah Wood? He was the guy in Lord of the Rings. He was Frodo. Anyway, so let's get started about the singing job. And it was something that it was kind of known if you live in Iowa. And because there's a stage that rises up out of the ground, and they do these, like, people do singing and dancing and shit like that, and people watch them at this food area there, and then they go back underneath, and then you think they're in hell or something. They're chained up and slaves and shit. Wasn't the case. And so one of the girls that I used to have like a crush on back in the day went to my high school, and she was trying out for it. Either that, or she was either trying out for it or she already made it. And so I saw an ad in the paper, and I'm like, eh. And my mom brought it to me and was like, hey, look, you should try out for this. And I'm like, ah, fine, you know, just something to do. I mean, like, you can't, how easy could it be, you know? I mean, how hard could it be, rather? Just singing and dancing for my job. And so, I got the paper thing, and then somehow, Maddie, the girl that I used to crush on, and shit like that, heard about it. I don't know, somewhere I was, like, practicing it for her, my audition. And so I go there, and it was really weird. It was just this one guy. He had a pretty deep voice, and he was kind of intimidating, this guy I was trying out for. I was super nervous. And what I had to do was I had to make a song, and I had to make a dance. And actually the dance was just, he would show me a dance, and I had to do it. And it was just really simple stuff. And the singing was just like 2 songs I had to sing up for. And so I get there, and I had to try out in like this cafe in the amusement park. And it was empty. Nobody was working there yet. It was really creepy. And I auditioned. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it, because there's this kid that went to school with me, who was a super tryhard, super nerdy guy, like all state choir for like 9,000 years. Just cares, and he was just fucking annoying. I wish I could punch him in the face. He's like one of my least favorite people ever in high school. So anyways, somehow I get a call back, and like 3 days later, and I got selected for the job, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just get myself into? Like, I never expected to actually make it. I was just supposed to look for a job that summer, and that was just the first ad I happened to find, you know? And it's like, it's better than working like McDonald's, you know what I mean? No offense, McDonald's workers or Subway workers, or like better than Target and shit like that. So I made it, and I found out the reason I made it was because I wasn't as nerdy looking as the other guy, aka I was just better looking than the other all-state choir dude that tried out. He said the other guy looked more like a dork, and I looked normal apparently. So I'm like, oh hey, great, I made it not because of my singing or dancing, just because I was a normal dude. I was like, whatever, you know, it's a job. So the problem was though that I was ready to go to college, and oh, actually that's later on. That's way past everything I'm talking about. So we had to like try out. We had to learn all these dances and shit. And I was really nervous. Like, I mean, just really weird, just doing all these weird dances and shit, and singing in front of people. I was really nervous about that because didn't think I was that good of a singer. And so the guy hated me. Like, I think he probably instantly regretted hiring me at first because I was super nervous, super shy, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I'm with all these drama majors, like theater majors, so they're like way out there and really talkative and outgoing and shit. And I'm just this quiet dude wondering what the fuck am I doing. And so, long story short, like, we went through it. The boss guy gave me a ton of shit and was trying to make me loosen up and be a better singer / dancer. And I got like all the worst songs, by the way, the easiest ones, because I wasn't as talented as the rest of them. But so the job began, and by the way, we got stuffed in this little shed of they called a dressing room, and it was just gross. It was like the wood was rotting. There was like a beehive, I think, at the beginning. There was ants on the floor, and so then you go down this like really small spiral staircase to the stage. And before you get to the stage, though, there's this tunnel, and it's colored, different colors, like it looks like a rainbow, and you walk on these planks. Well, if you step on certain planks, there's a little bit of about like a foot of water underneath or so, maybe a little less than that, probably like I'll say actually not even close to a foot, I'd say about 6 inches, somewhere around there, 4 to 6 inches. So you step on some of them, and you get your fucking foot wet with godforsaken water that's probably been down there for years upon years with bacteria and diseases. I mean, I probably picked up AIDS just from that water. So it was just a gross thing. And by the way, this game here, we're watching Blitz, it was another stomp. And I just kind of want to show it because I'm so sick of people that rage quit on Blitz. So please don't do it. It's just really annoying. It tries out the game. It's just not as fun. I just dominated these kids. It wasn't anything special, to be honest. It was just kind of a boring game, but it was a good score, and I kept it, I guess, just because I'm assuming most of you guys do rage quit, and I'd rather you not do it. So, back to the story, and then we go on the stage, and by the way, there's this lever, and you press it up, and it's crooked, though. The whole fucking stage is like slightly crooked, and I'm not sure what happened, whether it was like a tornado or something that kind of like fucked it up, but for some reason it was just the grossest thing of all time. So anyways, so basically about the job too, there was 8 of us, right? Yeah, 4 guys, 4 girls, and we would have to do 4 different shows 2 times each. So essentially we're there from 11 to 7, and we only do we only do 8 total shows, about 15 minutes each, so essentially we only worked there for 2 hours. After that, we literally just went to go ride rides. We went to the water park. They had a house for people that lived too far away. I thought this was funny. I was just like, open a door for myself, close it back up. I'm like, alright, thank you, being polite, closing the door again. For some reason, there was only 1 guy or 2 guys playing at that point. And so anyways, or they went to this house that like 3 people lived in that I worked with, and this fucking house was like literally probably, I think it had 11 beds. Straight up had like 11 beds. It had like 5 or 6 different bedrooms plus a basement. It was a sick ass fucking house. It was pretty big, and so we just go there for an hour and chill before we go back to work. And the show's kind of based off of, there's a boy band one, like it went from the 50s to the day, which at the time was like Jonas Brothers. We didn't do any Justin Bieber shit, so it's kind of like boy bands from 50s to now. So it was like the Temptations. We had Jonas Brothers, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Stuff like that. I think the Jackson 5 were one of them too that we sang. And then we had a kids show where I had to dress up as a mascot, a dog. I forget what the dog was called. Oh, Bernie. The dog was called Bernie. Bernie the fucking dog. And so I had to dress up in this goddamn costume for twice a day, and like literally just be in this costume, dance around like an idiot, sweating my balls off when it like reached like 100 degrees and shit like that. And like they bring little children up there. I had to give them a hug, which is really creepy, by the way. And I'll explain that in a future episode, why it's creepy for me to be the mascot and not somebody else. Because actually, I'll tell you before, because that makes me sound like a pedo. But they actually got sued or something because some guy there's a walking mascot that goes around, takes pictures, and hugs other children. They don't actually do the singing and dancing. They just walk around the park. Well, guys are not allowed to do that job because some parents sued because they thought it was creepy of an older man hugging a little child. So I thought it was creepy then because people probably didn't know there was a guy in there, but maybe they did. They just didn't care because I mean, when that shit happened, it was like in the 90s or 80s. Maybe they thought it was weirder then. So anyways, yeah, so this is coming to an end. I'll explain a little bit more about how girls stalked us. This one guy stalker that liked to get peed on was after me. And just different stories about drama and shit. So stay hairy, man. Join us.